show. In today's show, we will be talking about this little guy. He told me how to Oppai. Yeah, I have to look it up again, but I think it's Oppai. The chassis, the truck, everything we've done here. We'll go through it. We're going to go through the Injora diamond axles. We'll review the Treal axles. These are portals. We've done these before, but we'll go through them compared to the others. Obviously, we got all our NSDRC servos. Got some new shocks that I want to talk about. We'll go through that. Then I've got some mail calls that I need to go through and show you guys what I got here. So let's get started. First off, let's start with this bad boy. So you can buy this chassis from Oppai on where everybody sells stuff. I can't remember the name of it. I'm horrible at remembering that. He doesn't sell the file. He sells the chassis, which is smart. He doesn't need everybody making chassis. He's making them and he's selling them. And to be honest, it's worth the money. It's very sturdy. It's much better than I thought it would be. It's 3D printed. But you don't even need nuts on the shock mounts. They screw right in and work perfectly. It's also got the low center of gravity transmission plate. And this one also has, it evens everything out so you can use the rears in the front and the rears in the back so that they're symmetrical. And if you look at that, everything's symmetrical. If you look at the height, it's very low, which is what I wanted out of this build. All my others are pretty high. This one's about, I'd say a good 15 millimeters, 20 millimeters shorter than Green with Envy. I'll show you here real quick. You can see height-wise. Close the shocks down there. It's not as tall, not at all. I don't know the best way to show you guys, but the other thing is Green with Envy has high trail links in the rear, but the regulars in the front. This one has high trail rear links in front and back. And you can see if I line up the back tires the best I can, look at the difference. I mean, you got a good inch there. So, well worth it. So, again, I already said it, but this transmission plate is a game changer. And we'll get into more offerings from Oppai as well. So what else can I say about this? I don't have the electronics in it yet. I haven't got to that, so I got to get to that. It's got transmission gears, speed gears, and they're the cheap ones, stainless steel, but they're an off-brand, and they're completely silent. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now it does have some friction, but that's because I got grease and everything. So once it gets going and warms up that grease, it'll be just fine. But sitting here, it's got a little friction to it, but it's better to have all the grease in it than not have all the grease in it. So if we look at the front, the servo butts right up against the chassis, but my shocks are fully compressed, so it's kind of perfect. It's the perfect spot. I don't think that really hits. I think the shocks bottom out first. But I might put a little felt on the bottom of this, maybe. I don't know. I do on the others, but I'm not sure if this is going to be an issue. This one also has the Injora servo mounts. I'll tell you that they are better than the Meus in the fact that you don't have to struggle to get the screws in. The screws go straight in. Everything went together really nicely. No complaints so far on that. The axles, I put Treal diff covers on there, but these are Injora axles. What can I say about them? They're made just like the Treals as far as mounting goes. It's got the one opening. So if you look at this, you got the opening for the link, and then the shock goes on the outside. It's the exact same here. So the Treal and the Injora axles are pretty close. The Injoras are thinner. But other than that, and of course these are portals and these aren't, so the end parts you can't compare really. But I know the Injoras, you know, the turn radius, I mean, I had a guy comment on the turn radius on portals not being very good, but these are portals and these go stop to stop, no problem. I mean, that's, you don't need any more than that. So if we compare that to the Injoras, we stack them right on top of each other. And these are Injoras that are not portals, so we're comparing portals to not portals, and it's the exact same. The angles are the exact same, so no reason to worry about portals not giving you the turn radius that non-portals do, because it's the same. Ooh, I see a problem. Alright, so the first problem I see is the tires are hitting the shocks. Now I haven't adjusted the servos, so I'm gonna have to adjust it. But the Injora axles are so skinny this way. There's really nothing keeping them from hitting. The rears are fine. I might have to move the front shocks forward, which I don't want to do. I really don't want to do that, but I might have to. What else? I got the generic axles on here, or generic drive shafts on here. They work just like the real ones. They stop you from binding. So at full droop or full extension like this, I can drive it. It will drive just like that if needed, without any binding. So you can drive, you can do whatever you need to do. I mean, it's got great flex. Probably it's not the best flex that I've ever had, but it's good. I know the beast mode's going to be better. but that's because of the axles. So it's going to have the Injora axles, or not Injora, but the Treal axles are going with the beast mode. And since they're longer, you can see how much longer they are. I don't know if you can, but they stick out. Anyway, so it's longer side to side, which will give me more flex, or at least it'll look like more flex. It's actually just a difference of height. So what else? So I got to put the electronics in. It's got a plate here. The battery fits right here. So I'm got to figure out where I'm going to put the rest of the stuff. Obviously, I'd like to put it up front. And I got to get these panels installed to see what areas get covered up. But we'll do that later. So today I'm going to finish this one. I'll get the electronics in it, I'll get it drivable, I'll tune the ESC, and she'll be ready to go. Man, I like the flexibility of this thing. And yeah, I took the springs off, and the reason I took the springs off is all my weight's down low, which is what you want. So the cage weighs nothing. So as you can see, it's not even heavy enough to bring the shocks down without springs. So with springs, it would just sit up. So springs are off, which is fine. It'll crawl great. I'm really excited to see this thing crawl because it's going to be awesome. We got the NSDRC servos. These are the orange ones. Brand new, limited edition. Obviously it might come back in the future, but once these are gone, it'll be a while. What else? Cedar motor, Treal transmission. I think that's it for that guy. It's almost time for that one to go. I don't know, we looked at this before, didn't we? But I don't know. I might just put it to the side somewhere. I don't know. I really kind of like that idea, but I wish it went sideways. Because then you could just run the wires. I would run them through here, obviously. I've had a couple guys tell me that they really like my early videos because I show how to build things. I'm kind of going to do that more now because that's really what I like to do. I was kind of talked out of by other members. So that's probably what I'll start doing again. And a couple guys have said that those videos are what helped get them into the hobby and start building on their own. And to me, that's just, I don't know, it's the best compliment I could ever get, is that we got, even if we got one person into the hobby and building his own stuff, and knowing that it's more than one, I mean, that's crazy. So props to you guys for taking it and going with it and building your dream trucks. And I hope we can continue doing this for quite some time. My room's kind of getting full of trucks. Now I know there's people that have tons of trucks and cars and all that. But they're not modded like we do here. So whole different story. I mean, when you got a $200 Trx4m versus a, I don't know, $1,000 Trx4m, it's a little bit different when you have 4 of those on a shelf. So I'm probably, I don't know, I need to clean up some space, so I might put some stuff up for auction or waffles or something. But if you're interested in buying, just let me know. I'll work out a deal. That's my sales pitch for the day. So that's it. All right. So let's move on. Great chassis. Amazing design on the skid plate. Worth $1 million. So that one's, I'm pretty happy with that one. It looks badass. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a crawler. So, all right, next, let's go to Injora diamond axles. Now, they told me they wouldn't sell just the fronts. So here I got 2 fronts. They actually sent these to me so I can test them out and try them on the Injora build that I'm doing. So I've already had this one out. It doesn't come with this installed, but this is installed on this one. You can see, again, these are not portals. I don't think Injora has any portals yet, and and that's fine. They don't need them, but I know everybody else has gotten into them. But so if we set them side by side, first off, let's talk about this servo mount. Let's see, because this is a completely different mount than on the other Injora axles. Let's see if it's going to line up properly. Oh yeah, so that's going to line up properly. So that'll be a good fit. I'll probably go this way. So that looks good on there. This front piece, I'm probably gonna ditch that and go with these. I think, I'm not sure. If I have extras, I probably will put these on there. But they're both Injora, so I don't think that would matter. But I don't know, the only reason I don't like this is because there's not much available movement. That looks like a lot, but when you're moving a servo from side to side, I don't know, it might be just enough. I will say that these are they're smooth driven. I mean, just a little bit of slop on each side. I don't know, it's pretty, I mean, it looks like, again, it's going to be a bitch putting in this screw here. I don't know if you can see it, but you're going to have to do an angle down, so you're going to have to use a ball hex, which I don't really like because I can't get enough grip on it, but it is what it is. Everything's screwed in. I mean, they've got threads on the last 2 of these, which is nice. So you can go through, thread it a little, get your link up there, and then thread it on through. So that is nice. Same thing with these. They've got threads in here, so you thread it in, get it to stay, then you can put your link up, line it up, and then you can screw it in. So I like those little things. The 4 screws on the end, I'm guessing they're going to come out with some weights, maybe. They're threaded, so something's going to screw in there. It'd be nice if they had some extensions, because width is the problem for me. It's just so much shorter. I mean, I run these with 10 millimeter spacers on each side. I can put 10 millimeter spacers on these and I'm still going to be, 10 to 12 millimeters short. And that's the only problem with the cage build, is it's just too thin. Now with the bouncer, that's going to be fine, except I got to get it to where it doesn't hit the shocks. And that's why I like going wide. The wider you go, the more room you have to, play around with shocks and suspension and all that. But it's difficult with these Injoras because they're not wide. Now I know 90% of the Trx4m guys like it to be skinny, more scale. And I get that. And these are going on a truck that's going to be built kind of for scale, so it'll be just fine. But I'm just stating my potential concerns. I do like the diamond cap. It's on the inside instead of the outside. I do like that. It's nice. So I'm gonna have to take these apart and put in the underdrive and overdrive gears. So what else? They come with all the little bits you would need, all the screws. It's got a shorter link for the servo if you're doing the servo on one side, but you can also move it to the other side. So there's multiple options of aligning your servo. It's got the wheel nuts, the hexes, all the normal stuff in there. So I'm pretty excited to get these on a truck. I think they're going to look really nice. So soon I'll get started building that one, and we'll get to see how they work. Alright, let's move on. Let's talk about the shocks. Alright, so that's it on the Injora axles. They look good. I have a couple concerns, but we'll see how they do on the truck. So so thank you, Injora, for those. We'll get you a review as soon as we get them on the truck. All right. Shocks. So I had purchased the set of Proline shocks for this build. They were 52s or 53s, I don't know, somewhere in there. And they were just way too short. No extension, no travel, just barely move. That was it. So I got online, started looking, and I found these. And what's crazy is these were designed for the Trx4m. This one's a little rough, but but they're 76 millimeters. So what that means is the screw holes are 2.5, just like the Trx4m. The width is just like the Trx4m stock, but they're 76 millimeters in length. And so what that gives you is this. So these are the exact shocks. These are 76 millimeter shocks. And look at that travel. I mean, look how you just got so much room. It's amazing to me. This is what I've been wanting for a long time, especially for builds like this and for beast mode. You have to have big shocks. But these are big shocks, but they have small shock mounting location, so which is perfect. So as far as the shocks go, I mean, the spring, like I said, it's not a heavy spring, but when you're running a light chassis like this one, beast mode might be able to use a spring. I don't know. We'll have to see. There's not any much play in it from side to side. So there's good stability, because usually when you get cheap shocks, side to side movement is crazy. There's a little bit, but it's not crazy. So these, the red ones, are going to go on beast mode. And then I got these littler ones. These are the same manufacturer, same shock. But these are like 60, I think. So these are the same length as the Injoras. Now, I've got some Injoras coming, so I don't know if I'll put these on or the Injoras on the truck build. But you can see they got two different shafts here. It's just crazy that cheap shocks are like that they've come up with this. So these will be the perfect length for your everyday truck. Probably would work great on Green with Envy, and at some point I might try them on Green with Envy, because I think it could use, I mean, it has very limited suspension. So if I use these, I could get another 5 millimeters. I mean, it's hard to show you guys on this, but if you look at the end of the barrel, yeah, I'd say 5 millimeters, maybe more, maybe 7, but so I'd like to try them. Yeah, probably 7, because those are 52s or 53s and these are 60s, so it's going to be 7 more millimeters of travel. But I'm interested to see how they do. I don't know, I've always bought name brand shocks. I don't know why. I've purchased some generic ones and they were shit. But these don't seem bad. These seem, and I think these were like $18 for a set of 4. So you can get multiple sets and mix them up if you need. But anyway, I'll be doing a review on these once I get these trucks out to do some crawling. My son's making an indoor track, so we'll be testing stuff out on that. So that's the new shocks we're going with. We'll see how they do. They look great. They look great on this one for sure, and I'm sure they're going to look great on beast mode. Alright, so we went through the first Trx4m, we went through The new axles, the new shocks. So now let's do some mail call stuff. First off, some Injora brass weights for the 1.3s. I actually got the 1.3 tires here. These are going to have those new Injora 1.3 wheels that have chrome inside and then the multi-colored reflective outer edge. They look cool. I think they'll go good with the blue truck. So that's why I got them. I've got extra sets now of tires, but I don't know. I saw those and I just thought, well, those would look great on the truck. So that's what we're going to do. I got the other set of links. These links, I had a shipment come in from Injora last month, and I was missing a set of these links. So they've sent these to me. The Injora on these links is much more pronounced than the other ones I've had because you can barely read it. If you look, you can see it in there, but it's very difficult to read. I don't know, you could see it. There you go. So that's that. So I got that set replaced, which is great. Then I've got my final, which I thought I had this already, but this is for the truck as well. So all of them now have the Cedars, the Python Pros, NSDRC shocks, or NSDRC servos, Injora wheels and tires on all of them, Injora links on all of them. So that will work out good. Lastly, and this is one that I'm really excited about. This from Oppai. This is something new he just came up with. And the first truck that's going to get it tried on is Green with Envy. I should have had that out, but I will do a video of how to use this. But I want to show everybody right off the bat. So he's made this little kit. You stick your aluminum transmission skid plate in here. He's got a drill bit. You drill holes through these little brass inserts on both sides. And what that does is allows you to mount this to the side of your aluminum transmission mount, and then you can mount it. It'll be LCG just like this. It'll be flush. So this is something new that he did, and I'm pretty excited to use it. So we got that to look forward to. Yeah, so what you do is you'll mount this to the side of the aluminum, and then you'll mount the actual chassis through these holes, which will give it that up inside. So anyway, you guys get it. It's pretty sweet idea. This guy is, I mean, I like building and I like modding and I like doing custom work, but this guy is doing a hell of a job. I mean, I never would have thought of this. Will I use it on everything? Absolutely. If I'm not using his 3D printed ones, I will be using the aluminum ones that are modified on this right here. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. And he's got instructions in here too if you need them. So anyway, this one is pretty cool. I can't wait to try it out. If I get Nicolas Cage built, finished, I will get Green with Envy and to get that done and show everybody how it works. So, all right, guys. I think that's all the time I have for today. Lots of cool shit going on here, I have to say myself. I'm pretty excited about it. My son's sending me a video of him crawling. I'm going to post it on here as well. See if you guys like it. If you like it, he can do it on all these trucks. So you'll have to let me know on that. Look out for the new video, and it'll be, my oldest son, who is 26 years old, 27 years old, somewhere in there. 27, yeah. So, his videos will come every so often. He's a hard-working guy, so he doesn't get a lot of time off. But when he does, this is what he likes to do too. So him and I have a combined hobby, so that's pretty cool. And I hope all of you get to experience that if you have kids. So anyway, enough of that sappy shit. He's a good guy, and hopefully his videos are liked. What else we got? I think that's it. I think I'm going to get started on... So it's going to go finish this, wire it up, get it finished, do the transmission plate for Grin with Envy, and then start building Beast Mode. And hopefully get Beast Mode done this week or next week. I'll be recording some of that work and put that up for you guys that need it or want to see it. Otherwise, once I have some progress on Beast Mode, I'll have another video and I'll show you guys the Green with Envy transmission plate, and I'll show you where I'm at with Beast Mode, and we'll also review Nicolas Cage one more time. Finished. So Nicolas Cage, Beast Mode, Green with Envy, and the truck is gonna be, I don't know, I need a name for the Injora truck. And you know I like crazy names, but it's got to kind of fit in there. So think about it. Put it in the comments if you would. Any good suggestions, I'll think about them and I'll come up with a name. For the guys that might have forgotten, there's so much stuff here. This is the truck. You guys have seen them. A lot of people got them now. Mine's just been sitting here waiting to be built. I've still got parts that aren't here for it, so anyway, think of a name for this truck. Alright. Something cool. Put it in the comments below. I would appreciate it. So that's that. Oh, I am still waiting on... I'm waiting on transmission plates for both builds. So I can't get very far with with beast mode because I don't have their damn transmission plate. So that sucks. Anyway, I got the transmission. We'll figure it out. So, if you would, please like this video. Please help us grow. I mean, I really want to get this site going. And here's what I want. Here's what I want to see in the future. I'd like us to be able to earn some money so that we can do giveaways like every week, like giveaway trucks, so people can start modding their own. I figure if we can supply a truck to somebody, it'll be much easier for them to afford the mods they want if they don't have to pay for a truck. So that's what I'd like to do. If we can earn little bits of money here and there based on our YouTube stuff, I'll give it away. You know I like giving away stuff. Everything I've given away has been my own money out of my own pocket so far. Even the Trx4m, I paid for that, and because I like seeing you guys excited. I like, the excitement of the giveaways. I like seeing people when they get their prizes. I don't know, it's fun. So if we can figure out a way to do that all the time, my life won't be so boring, and these videos will be more exciting. So with that being said, like, share, just take a few moments and share it a couple places. There's a lot of new people in the groups. I can't do it myself because it looks like, I don't know, it just don't look good. So so help us out. Try and get us up there, over 1,000 members. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will have another big giveaway. I have to figure out what it's going to be, but we'll do another big giveaway. And then subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you like the video, I don't do a ton of videos, so it's not going to be bothering you all the time. You'll get notifications about once a week. I like to do at least one video a week, maybe two. You will be getting a lot of notifications here shortly because I'm going to upload the entire process of building Nicolas Cage. So keep that in mind. Don't let it worry you. I'm only doing it once, and it's for the guys that need a little help. So anyway, like, share, subscribe if you can. I would appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your neighbors, and hopefully we can get this to take off and have some fun. All right, I've rambled enough, as some of the viewers say. So thanks for your time, and Pissed Rhino out.